It's happening right now. 3 million used R-vees are being dumped for pennies. Prices have collapsed, repos are exploding, and dealers are slashing faster than they can sell. That shiny $120,000 rig? It's sitting on a lot for $80,000 and still unsold. This isn't a seasonal dip, it's a full-scale meltdown. But here's what no one's telling you. Someone's buying up the chaos. While owners lose thousands, a handful of buyers are playing the market like pros. So what started this dump, and how can you win before it's over? The flood you can see from space. Drive past any major highway this week, and you'll see it. Endless rows of used rigs glinting under auction lights, their price tags rewritten like surrender notes. Dealers from Texas to Indiana to Florida are unloading inventory so fast that storage yards now look like aircraft boneyards. Drone footage shows thousands of Class A and Class C coaches lined up bumper to bumper, many less than 2 years old, already marked below cost. A Keystone that sold new for $129,000 is now listed at $87,000. A Fleetwood once advertised as rarely available is begging for bids at $45,000. That's not clearance, that's capitulation. Your trade-in's value dropped the moment these rigs hit the lot. It's not a rumor, it's happening right now, in plain view, and it's wiping tens of billions off book values nationwide. But these rigs didn't appear by accident. To see where this flood began, you have to go back to the boom that built it. How we got here, the overbuild. During the lockdown years of 2020 and 2021, every factory in northern Indiana ran double shifts chasing the fantasy of permanent freedom. Families stuck at home saw motorhomes as moving safety zones. Cheap credit, stimulus checks, and social media made wheels look wiser than walls. By the time the economy reopened, manufacturers had banked 2 full years of backlog. Then demand evaporated. By 2025, more than 3 million lightly used units were sitting on lots with no buyers. R-V Industry Association shipment data shows that production in those years overshot real consumer need by nearly 30%. That excess became today's dump pile. Dealers who once bragged about 6-month wait lists now can't move a single fifth wheel without losing money. For buyers, that means a brief window of opportunity, but also proof that the industry's optimism was borrowed, not earned. And when optimism collapses, the bills don't vanish. They start compounding quietly behind the showroom glass. If you've already seen R-V prices crashing near you, drop a comment below with what you're finding. Every story helps map the real dump, and if you want more updates like this, hit like. It tells me to keep digging. The silent bill. Floor plan interest. Every dealership runs on borrowed money called floor plan credit. It's how they stock the shiny rows that lure weekend shoppers. During the boom, rates sat near 2%, and carrying inventory felt painless. Now those same loans are floating near 8%. A single unsold rig can cost a dealer hundreds every week just in interest. Multiply that by 200 units, and you see why desperation spreads faster than discounts. Internal finance memos leaked last month show small-town dealerships paying more in interest than in payroll. That cost doesn't disappear. It's baked into every sticker and trade value. When you walk onto a lot today, you're not negotiating with a salesman. You're negotiating with a clock that's charging them by the hour. That's why markdowns look generous but still protect their margins. Each deal is really a time bomb disguised as a bargain. And once that silent bill comes due, there's only one escape left for dealers. Dump the rigs before the lenders cut the lights. The first signs of panic. The panic started quietly in March when auction calendars suddenly doubled. Units that were brand new last summer now roll through wholesale lanes as lightly used, their warranties barely inked. Dealers who swore they'd never sell below cost are now sending truckloads to auctions in Indiana and Texas just to keep floor plan lenders calm. Clearance events have turned into evacuation drills. The hammer prices tell the truth. Rigs once listed at $90,000 now stall at $50,000. Fifth wheels that fetched $70,000 are lucky to break $40,000. Buyers watching these sales online can trace the fall week by week, each drop slicing another 5% from the national averages. It's not seasonal, it's systemic. The overbuild, the credit squeeze, and the silent bills have collided. What began as a correction has become a liquidation spiral that even big brands can't hide. Next comes the fallout. When repossessions rise, credit lines freeze, and factories across the Midwest go quiet. Repo convoys start rolling. By midsummer 2025, tow trucks are the new delivery vans. Across the Midwest, Lenders have begun repossessing rigs faster than dealers can offload them. At dawn, convoys roll out of suburban driveways, 3 motorhomes at a time, taillights glowing like an early warning system for the entire market. A leaked bulletin from a national finance firm shows repossessions up 180% year over year. Most of these units aren't old or wrecked. They're barely broken in. Owners stretched 10-year loans through the pandemic boom, but rising interest rates turned every monthly payment into a losing bet. Each recovery adds another body to the pile already choking auction lots, and every added unit drags retail prices lower. What feels like a private loss for one owner becomes a shared depreciation for everyone else. The repos are feeding the dump, and there's no ceiling on how far this can fall. But numbers don't lie, and the truth about what these rigs actually sell for is even harder to watch. The auction truth serum. Step into a regional auction this month, and the myth of book value dissolves fast. Rows of rigs gleam under fluorescent lights, each waiting for the hammer that will reveal its real worth. Side-by-side listings from 2024 and 2025 tell the story better than any headline. A Jayco that brought $70,000 last year now struggles to clear $42,000. Barely touches 70. The so-called NADA numbers haven't caught up. Factories go quiet. In Elkhart County, the noise has faded. Assembly lines that buzz. Local news reports show are being told to stand by. The backlog that once stretched a year ahead has vanished, replaced by and while communities brace the policy fix that in early autumn, dealer stabilization, a measure promising temporary. The press release framed it as by the time the measure passed. For consumers, it changed. Prices kept falling. Watch those averages.